My name's Pete Sharma, and I work as a teacher trainer, and an ELT author. As a teacher, I used to work for many years in business English. Nowadays, I'm involved in EAP, that's English for academic purposes, and I lecture at a university in the UK. As a teacher trainer, I've run workshops and sessions around the world. As an ELT author, one of my recent books as co-author is called Blended Learning, using technology inside and outside the language classroom. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce this new whiteboard software, New Inside Out Digital. Only a few years ago, many teachers and students had never come across an interactive whiteboard. Nowadays, the number of interactive whiteboards is growing, and they can be found in classrooms around the world. What is an interactive whiteboard? It's basically a large whiteboard, but inside it there are some rather clever electronics, and that means that the surface can react to use of a finger or using a special pen. It enables the teachers and the students to benefit from real multimedia activities during the language lesson. There are several manufacturers of interactive whiteboards. There's even a small device which you can attach to an ordinary whiteboard to change it into an interactive whiteboard. New Inside Out Digital is platform independent. What that means is you can use it with any make of interactive whiteboard. It could also be used with a simple laptop and projector combination. All of these electronics are designed with one purpose in mind: ease of use.
There are four main sections in New Inside Out Digital. These are Digital Book. This is a digital version of the student's book on screen. Teacher's Area. This is where you can create your own custom content as well as work with a range of supplied templates. Resources. This section gives you access to CEF checklists, the answer key to the workbook, and worksheets to accompany the video programs. Video. This section contains video programs which are linked to topics in the student's book, as well as video clips to accompany the useful phrases sections from each unit. We'd like to give you a quick tour of the Workspace and then examine what you can do with New Inside Out Digital and how you can use it in a typical lesson. This is the digital book. On the left side of the screen, you will find all of the navigation and page controls. These allow you to move around inside the on-screen student's book and switch seamlessly to the teacher's area and back again. The central part of the Workspace shows a single student's book page. It allows instant access to all of the multimedia assets needed to teach that page, such as audio and video clips. On the right of the screen, you can see the toolbar in its default position. Note that the toolbar can be moved around to anywhere on screen. It can also be minimized and collapsed to give you more screen space. The toolbar contains a complete set of tools for working with and manipulating what's on screen, and we'll cover it in more detail later on. Through this tab on the navigation bar, you have instant access to the teacher's area, where you can create and work with your own content. So why would you want to use this? Well, maybe you're planning a lesson and you know that at some point you want to expand on something in the student's book. You can prepare content ahead of the lesson and then switch to the teacher's area at the right point. Once you've finished, you then switch straight back to the student's book. Focusing students' attention exactly where you want it. For example, we can zoom in on the content we want our students to work on. This cuts down on the amount of time you need to spend giving classroom directions, allowing you to focus more on the language instruction, providing a heads-up teaching environment as and when needed. Another distinct advantage of a digital book is that all of the relevant media is instantly available. No more fumbling with CD or tape players trying to find the correct clip. Here we can see that the audio for this activity is accessible right next to the activity.
Objective. Go to Gap and buy a pair of jeans. Man. Time, 6 minutes. Spends €35.
Hi, Andy.
Hi.
Andy, this is Jasmine Blake from the Tokyo office.
Oh, yes. Hello, Andy.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Very well, thanks.
And this is our sales manager, Daniel Broughton.
Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Very good to meet you.
Nearly all teachers are used to working with textbooks. New Inside Out Digital lets you take all of your accumulated knowledge and experience and apply it to your lessons, but with the convenience and interactivity afforded by this new medium. For example, if you are focusing on the grammar section on this page and feel you need to review the present simple in more depth, you can simply click here to bring up a detailed grammar reference that you can go over. There are also a number of interactive exercises built into the students' book pages themselves, which are a great way of livening up a class. You could do these as a whole class activity. Alternatively, try getting the students to come up to the board and complete the activities themselves, maybe in teams to get them working together. You can easily create your own exercises in advance of the lesson or on the fly by using the language or visual content on the page and one or more of the provided tools. For example, you can easily turn any text into a gap fill activity simply by using the pen tool to cover the words you want students to provide. During the class, you would then use the eraser tool to remove the pen, revealing the answers underneath. You can also create your own activities in the teachers area, which we'll cover later.
The pen tool is probably the most commonly used tool. You can choose from a range of pen widths and also a range of different colours. Once you've chosen your pen width and colour, you can annotate anywhere on the screen. Annotations on the page itself can be saved. If you click on Zoom 1 and hover over the page, you will see that different predefined areas are highlighted. Simply click on one of these to zoom in. You will see that once zoomed in, the tabs on the left-hand side of the page are still available. To go back to the full page view, simply click on Zoom Out. Zoom 2 allows you to select a specific area of the page. Simply click and drag and you'll be zoomed into this area. When you are zoomed in to either zoom type, you can easily move the page around using the scroll tool. The reveal tool is one of the most useful tools to use in class. For example, making sure the projector beam is either turned off or hidden. You can zoom into a picture using one of the zoom tools. Then click on the reveal tool and you'll see that this picture is hidden. You can then show the screen to your class and gradually reveal from the top, the bottom or the sides. While you're doing this, you could either ask your students to predict where they think the place is, or you could elicit vocabulary from them. The Shape tool allows you to add a number of different shapes to the page. For example, a photo that you've taken. Just click on Image and then search for the picture or photo. Once you've found it, click on Open and it will appear on the page. To resize the photo, select it and drag. You can also move it around the page and rotate it. You can also change the background colour of the page. Just click on Background and select the colour you prefer. Once selected, the background colour will change. When you are planning your lessons in advance, you may sometimes decide there are certain websites you wish to use in the classroom. The Teachers area allows you to add hyperlinks to your flipchart page in advance. Just click on Hyperlink and then click on the page. Enter the name you wish to give your link and then type in the URL. And once you've finished, just click on OK. Then, when you're in the classroom and you want to go to the website, just select the link. This will take you straight to the website. When you want to go back to the flipchart, just close the internet browser. In the Teachers area, the Games Manager allows you to work with a number of supply templates to create your own games. Just click on Games Manager and you will see that there are a number of games to choose from. These games all work from a master word list or questions list. The word list comes with some ready supplied words with prompts. However, you can easily delete these or add to them. The questions list works in the same way. So, for example, if you want to add a word to the word, then using the word list or the questions list, you can create a game. You will see here that the word we've just added has appeared in the word list. Give your game a name. And then just click on the plus symbols to add words for that game. If you want to see what your game will look like, click on Preview. Then click on the back button and make sure that you save your new game. To access the games from the Teachers area, click on Open Game and you will see the list of games that you've created. Choose the game you want and press play. You can then ask your students to come to the board and reorder the letters to make a word. If necessary, they can click on Clue to see the prompt that you entered. To see whether their answer is correct, they can just click on Check. Points can be awarded to up to 4 teams by clicking on the plus and minus buttons. To move on to the next word, click on the forward button.